The latest Zionist aggression on Gaza and the West Bank has plunged Palestinians into dire conditions. Scarce supplies of water, food, power, and medicines are a direct result of the Zionist siege and relentless bombing. The situation is so critical that the UN Humanitarian Office warns that Gaza's hospitals have only about 24 hours of fuel reserves left. Among the patients at risk are children and adults with severe injuries and diseases. Their survival depends on the availability of continuous electricity.
I was displaced from Gaza. They told us to evacuate, so we evacuated and came here. I am sick, I have kidney failure, and I do dialysis 3 times a week. If I don't, I will get poisoned and die. For the last week, I didn't get treatment. My leg and my body are inflamed. I came to hospital yesterday for treatment. I felt suffocated. I need to do dialysis.
The United Nations has urgently called on the Zionist entity to prevent a humanitarian catastrophe in Gaza. UN Chief Martin Griffiths has stressed the need to avoid attacking civilian infrastructure and protect civilians before the situation worsens.
Civilian infrastructure, hospitals, classic case, and the health system, of course, in Gaza generally, but in the north in particular, is collapsing before our very eyes. Water supplies are cut, stocks are pretty well out in most of these hospitals. These are civilian infrastructures, and they also are protected by international humanitarian law from attack. They must not be attacked. They must be places of safety.
Meanwhile, UN Palestinian Refugee Agency Communications Director Juliet Touma reported that no fuel tankers have crossed into Gaza.
No fuel, no food, no water, no other types of assistance. No supplies have gotten into Gaza since the 7th of October. That I can confirm, not for UNRWA and not for other UN agencies.
It's worth noting, the World Health Organization have documented more than 100 attacks on healthcare facilities in both Gaza and the West Bank since October 7th, leaving many in a life and death struggle.